So I think, I don't know, when this came out, like Diamonds and Guns. Diamonds and Guns. Oh, it's so dumb too. I think Diamonds and Guns.
The whole episode.
I know it's gonna happen. Some of my friends are diamonds. Some of my friends are guns.
That is the dumbest joke ever.
Welcome back to Asinine Radio, a weekly podcast where we talk about music, and well, that's pretty much it. So let's go.
They're great. All right, this is Asinine Radio. This is the weekly music podcast where every week we get into a different band, different artist. We break down one of their records. We get into the music, lyrics, how it was made, the artwork, everything. And we try to have a good time doing it. My name is Tyler, and way out there, hundreds of miles away, is Jeff. While you're listening, go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars and 5 stars only. Please go do that. Thank you all for listening. We no longer play music on the podcast because Universal Music Group is they suck. They're dumb.
Bunch of
and
bitches.
Spotify isn't very great either. They took a bunch of our episodes down, so I ended up just going back and deleting all of our old episodes up until about 2 months ago. So we're kind of we're not starting fresh, but eventually those old episodes will be back. But yeah, so that's where we're at with that. And I don't know. That's all I got for the boring intro, I guess, right?
We're in the middle of... Not supposed to censor people?
What?
Isn't Spotify not supposed to censor people? Isn't that like what they were talking
I suppose. About? Yeah, but you know, I guess too many copyright infringements. Even though we've been doing this for almost 7 years now. And this is the first time that we're actually getting all, you know, people are fussing over us. So, yeah, I don't know. We're in the middle of Tim Timebomb season, Tim Armstrong season. So yeah, this week we're getting into Transplants. So we're going to get into their debut record. And we'll talk a little bit about their other records as well. We decided not to do the album rankings this week because we did them not too long ago. And just kind of who cares, you know, right? So we're just, one of them is just, it's horrendous. But yeah, so we're, like I said, we're doing Transplants from, I don't know, this album came out in 2002 or something like that. So what's your origin story with the band, Jeff, and this record?
Gangsters and thugs.
That's the only good song off Haunted Cities. And even that song's bad.
It's so stupid. No, it's fucking stupid. I don't know. This is early 2000s, so this is Blink mania. Right? And everybody's into Blink. Yeah. I'm into Blink. You're into Blink. We're all into Blink. Hey. And this is before AFI turned kind of weaker.
Yeah. Not before Sing the Sorrow.
Yeah, which it's still good. It's still a good record. Still good. But they definitely getting weaker. So this is I don't know, this is the sweet spot of stuff, kids getting into hip hop more and acting tough guys. So I think, I don't know, when this came out, like Diamonds and Guns. Diamonds and Guns. Oh, it's so dumb too. I think Diamonds and Guns.
The whole episode.
I know it's gonna happen. Some of my friends are diamonds. Some of my friends are guns.
That is the dumbest joke ever.
It's fucking wild.
Oh, that is such a dumb joke.
I think it was Diamonds and Guns. I don't remember hearing lead up to this. I don't remember like reading message boards where people were talking about this. I just remember Diamonds and Guns, the song, and then the subsequent Garnier Fructis commercial that we'll talk about later.
Oh my god.
But yeah. I don't know, that's it.
Oh man, I'm already tired. My origin story is the same, you know, being a giant Blink fan and following what was happening after the Toy Page album, where, you know, Tom and Travis did Boxcar Racer, and then this came out, and this came out of fucking nowhere, you know, and Diamonds and Guns was the first thing I heard. It was on K-Rock, and yeah, it's just I didn't really like it at first, but after a couple listens, I just loved it because there's nothing that sounds like this band at all. There's no band that sounds like the Transplants. For better or worse, they are very, very unique. Because there's some bad shit on this record, but nostalgia takes its course, and you end up liking it more than you should. But yeah, Diamonds and Guns is my origin story. So what are your thoughts on this record overall before we jump into our biggest bangers, our 1Bs?
I don't have any stinkers on this. I think everything here is some of these are I would say they're bangers because I do enjoy them and they're fun, but they could easily just be kind of like really, really, really good filler. I do like this album a lot.
Agreed. I have 12 bangers.
I do too.
My bottom two could be, they're filler bangers really. Like whenever I listen to this record, I sometimes skip these songs because I just I don't care. They're fine, but there's way better shit on this record. So it's a good record, man. It stands out for sure. And this week one thing I will say, this week I realized Travis's drumming on this is so boring.
Yeah.
Like it's lit. He just loops himself. Like it sounds like it's just, I mean, I understand he wants it to be like a hip hop thing. Like, but man, dude, there are very few moments where he shines a little bit, which whatever.
He couldn't though, because he was an afterthought. This was Rob and Tim's thing. And they were just going to use a drum machine, but decided to hit up Travis and have him come in. So he couldn't do too much. Otherwise, they'd be like, bro, we brought you in here because we just didn't want to use a drum machine. Don't be a dick. So he couldn't do anything.
Be a dick.
Don't be a dick.
I mean, really, his drumming on In a War Zone is way better than the drumming on here. In a War Zone, I don't know, that might be my favorite Transplants record. Depending on how I feel that day, In a War Zone could be my favorite. I mean, both of these records I never tire of. Ever tire of. But it's just, I think what's on In a War Zone, there are no songs I want to skip when I'm listening to that record. Unlike this one. Those two songs that I was mentioning.
The highs here are fucking way higher than In a War Zone.
They and at moments, yes. This is definitely a more unique record than In a War Zone, because In a War Zone is just like a hardcore punk record with like some hip hop thrown in. This is like a hip hop record turned upside down. Like this is fucking bizarre, man.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's a really weird record.
This is two guys wanting to make a hip hop record and then essentially creating like 12 posse cuts. Like in the hip hop world, this is like the equivalent of like, oh, this song featuring this guy, featuring this guy. It's just nothing but posse cuts. And technically kind of Travis is also part of that too, because he wasn't really like part of the initial iteration, and his drumming's kind of whatever because he's supposed to just be a drum machine. He's supposed to just mimic like an 808 because it's supposed to be hip hop forward, with everybody else's love of music kind of like permeating in.
Mm-hmm. What I found interesting about this, like at least on Wikipedia, it says all music composed by Tim, Rob, and Travis. But when you look at the writing credits just below that, Travis has no songwriting credits. But it's just Tim and Rob, and then whoever is like the guest vocalist on that has the songwriting credit. So I don't know what to believe. I don't think Travis had a lot to do with this. I don't think so either.
I think because it got big, and because it's Travis and this like fits his style, I think he became part of the Transplants and unreplaceable. But I think at this point, I don't think he's really truly like equal parts to the other two guys.
Yeah, and the when you look at all the people who are on this record, almost all of them are East Bay guys.
Yeah.
Tim and Rob are East Bay. Davey Havoc is what's the guy on Romper Stomper? I can't remember his name right now. Something Ozen, Ernie Ozen or something.
Yeah.
Or Eric Ozen. They're all East Bay. The only people who are from here in LA are Sun Doobie and Travis. That's it. And I love how they kept it East Bay. I think that's so rad. Like they didn't try to pretend like they're from LA. They barely even wrote about LA. It was all about Oakland, all about the East Bay, and I thought that's so cool.
It is
so cool.
Because like, who the fuck cares about NorCal? Boring, dumb, ugly, gross.
Well, the East Bay scene, we all know the East Bay scene was pretty rad.
Trash.
There's a lot of good shit that came. Come on, Green Day came out of it.
Nothing good has ever come out of the East
Op
Bay.
Ivy, Rancid. Get out of here.
Never heard of them. Nahoy.
You're
Never heard of it.
Gay.
What's your biggest banger? What do you got for your 1B?
Oh, it's Tall Cans in the Air. Let me hear you say it. Fuck you. Come on, man. How can this not be your 1B?
It's not. It's my 3B.
Oh my god.
3B. Yeah.
Okay, this song, just that high guitar. That I don't even want to call it a riff. It's wonky. It's weird. I don't even know if it's really a guitar. I've never really been able to tell.
So this is the only song that has Matt Freeman on it, the bass player for Rancid
and Op Ivy.
Op Ivy. So that how catchy that riff is. Like, I wonder if that's a Freeman riff. That has to be his fucking squirreliness that we just did in Op Ivy last week. Like, he's a fucking killer bass player at doing that sound, and that sound is that riff.
So you think it's the bass that's playing that? Because there is an actual bass that comes in.
I don't think it's the bass, but I think Matt Freeman wrote it.
Okay, that's fair. Because it doesn't, because you're right, because it doesn't sound like a, I mean, this is based off of doing Op Ivy and then this record and the little bit of Rancid that we know. It sounds too weird to be Tim.
Yeah. There's nothing else on this record that is that squirrely, that like melodic, and just that fucking good.
Yeah, you're right.
That's a good riff.
Right. It's a great riff. and yeah, like you said, Matt Freeman played bass on this one. Brody Dahl, your girl from the Distillers, she sang on this one. You sing the song. You and Mike love to sing it. Sing it.
Can we do it? I can do it.
Sing it,
yeah. One thing I read this week. I guess we'll get back. We'll get into that later on because I have notes about it. But yeah, whatever. So yeah.
Oh man. Just it's that riff, the anthemic. I don't even want to call it anthemic chorus because it's just it's only one line that he repeats, but yelling the "fuck you" at the end of it. That's so much fun.
I know, like why?
Tall cans in the air. Let me hear you say it. Fuck you.
It's so stupid.
That's it.
Like, it's just, you did not need to add the "fuck you." Like, we know you're tough, we know you're hard, but adding the "fuck you" just makes it so fun.
I know. It's so much fun.
Rob slays here, dude. Rob absolutely fucking slays in this song. It's so damn good. He has just so many fucking words. Spits out so many goddamn words.
Every song, there's a lot of lyrics here, and most of it's like nothing. Most of it's nothing.
Most of it's just how tough he is. Yeah.
Yeah. It's hype. It's that, and it's hyping up his crew. That's all it is.
Love his crew.
It's almost every song on it.
I like the little,
but I like
little guitar feedback things right after the "fuck you" part, and then into the end of the chorus.
Yeah.
It's like, well, fuck you, and then he's like, "Wah!" Like this little, I don't know, this little like shriek. Those are cool. I like that.
And Tim does that. He does it all over this record. He has these little, I don't even want to call them lead guitar lines because they're so short. They're just noises. It's like some corn shit, just these random noises that are put in there for no reason, but they sound great. They accent the song, those parts of the songs perfectly.
And he does it all over. Playing. I think it's so good here. I like the way he hits those two notes like on the beat, the dun 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 dun, like the little note it's beforehand really to set up like the final note. Like, dude, I think that's so cool.
And lets that ring out.
It just sounds good. I think like every tone that he has, his clean tones, his like verbed up tones, his distorted tones. There's a really metal one that he does on one song on the album. I think everything he does is just really fucking good.
Yeah, and it's like it's not even like a fully clean guitar that with those notes too. It's just like there's a little bit of, I don't even want to say it's distortion. I don't know what it is, but I love his fucking tone on it. The bum, bam, just that ringing out. Oh, I think it's fantastic. So he does that. He does that during the verses and everything. And so Tim has the first and third verse. Rob has the second verse. And dude, Rob has no nuance. He's not a dynamic vocalist whatsoever. It's the same thing every time. He's just aggressive. Like no matter how, like the song, I think Sad But True, not Sad But True, that's Metallica. Whatever. I don't know. A couple of the songs like, true. Is it Sad But True? Okay, yeah. But yeah, no, that's like a somber kind of song with the organ and shit. And he just comes in just screaming for no reason. It's like, dude, this is not so fit. It is great. And then, what are you, fucking David Letterman over here?
So good.
Have you gotten to that on Dudesy when they make the movie with Charlie Sheen, and then David Letterman is his dead father.
No, it sounds so fucking funny. God, I need to get there. I need to hurry up.
It's so fucking funny. All right. Anyway, but yeah, and then in the second verse, so many of these lyrics are just ridiculous. And
My favorite line in the whole album is in the second verse.
Is it you better hope you fucking miss me when you see me drinking whiskey?
It's so stupid. I fucking
terrible.
love that line.
It's terrible.
You better hope you fucking miss me if you see me drinking whiskey. Like, come on, dude. Like, you can't be. Are you serious with this? Did you write that? Serious?
It sounds like somebody. It sounds like a line that somebody write who doesn't drink. Like that's what it sounds like. It's like you've seen too many movies, so this is the line that you write. It's so fucking dumb.
God, dude, it's just so douchey and funny. I love it.
And then that bridge hits with that cool and kind of messy guitar solo. It's terrible, but I love it. And then it just stops, just so abruptly, and then it just drops back into the chorus, and that's it. It's like what was the point of this solo? It was terrible, but I loved it. So
just a bunch of it's a posse cut, man. It's a bunch of guys having a good time.
Yeah. I mean, lyrically, it's just this is a fuck you to the haters because they're all just jealous. That's really what it is. I mean, I don't want. The only thing I really care about lyrically is talking about the how bad some of the lyrics are, because there's like no deep meaning to most of the songs.
Tim has a line somewhere too where he says I never sing, I only ever shout or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Like, dude, that's like, are you talking about Rob or are you talking about yourself?
I never sing, I only shout. Something like that.
Dude, that was
my Tim Armstrong. Yeah.
Like, first of all, that's not what you do, and that's only what Rob does. That's why, like, but that's supposed to be like a funny thing. Are you trying to make it funny?
I don't think he knows how to be funny. That's the thing.
He really knows how to act gangster.
Everybody in this band seems like nobody's having a good time ever.
Dude, like,
it's way too serious, and I don't know, man. Okay, so I've always heard Davey Havok in interviews talk about Skinhead Rob very fondly and how much he loves Skinhead Rob, and he always talks about how nice of a guy he is and how friendly, and he's always got your back, and he's just the greatest person in the world. But when you listen to these songs on this and in a war zone, you're like, dude, he just sounds like he would just want to beat the shit out of you for no reason.
He's not even like a big guy. He's like the same size as Travis, just like a little bit more meat on him. He's not like this huge fucking roided out Henry Rollins looking like skinhead. He looks
like a guy that came out of Outwood,
Yeah, for sure.
Huge shout out to Outwood here in very very regional, but that's what he looks like. I mean, not looks like, but that's what he reminds me of.
I mean, he seems like a really cool dude. There's a lot of like people that are coming on this album that aren't like famous musicians that clearly are because of Tim and Skinhead Rob and their networking that are coming on, and that's cool. And then the interview they did with Nardwar, and he pulled out that picture of Skinhead Rob in high school, belonging to like the black. It was like some club that was. It started as like a multicultural club, but then turned into like a black students club or something like that. And Skinhead Rob was like a founding member, and so like he does seem like a cool guy, and he does seem like a guy that like cares about everybody. But it's just like, dude, when you only write songs about how fucking tough you are and how like you want to like put your gun to somebody's head and shoot, like, come on, bro.
Yeah, dealing drugs.
Good Lord. Get over yourself.
I know. Yeah, everything I've read and seen too, he seems like a nice guy. It's like, reading Travis's book, which was a terrible book, by the way, but reading his book of this era of his life and then watching interviews that Travis did when he was doing the transplants in this era of his life, dude, he was a fucking prick. Yes, like Rob seemed normal. Like he seemed like he just had Travis's back. Like it wasn't like he never provoked anything, but Travis was the fucking douchebag. He's the worst. Travis is the worst. Asshole. I love him, but man, dude, he's the fucking worst. No, zero personality. Zero.
Still to this fucking day.
Oh God, it's obnoxious. It's obnoxious. Is. But anyway,
it's unfortunate.
Do we have anything else on Tall Cans?
No.
And also, fuck you. You also notice how much he references Tall Cans. He always talks about Tall Cans.
I know. I never knew that until this week.
Yeah, it's always Tall Cans. It's cocaine, or like he's, alluding to cocaine. It's always those two things.
Yeah.
And fighting. Those are his
Like-
three hot topics right
Like
there.
tall cans. He says the words like tall cans like 5 times on 5 different songs.
Yeah.
It's like, dude,
It's true.
I say tall cans like once, like every, I don't know, fucking 10 years. I never say that word. It's the beer.
I know, right? But I guess that's the gangster way of doing
That's
it.
the gangster way of doing it. Sure. Okay.
Yeah, the tall cans of, I don't know, malt liquor or whatever.
Yeah, he's probably
Colt 45s
drinking
or
like
something.
he's drinking something disgusting. He ain't drinking those
King
fucking
Cobras or some
blind
shit.
pigs. Tell you that much.
No, that's true. It's not. All right, so what's your number one banger? What's your 1B?
Drugs rule everything around
Oh
me.
my god, you are the fucking worst. You are the fucking worst. You are the
This-
worst.
How was that?
This is my 11B.
That's stupid. That's dumb.
I'll
This
just say
is-
it. This song and Down in Oakland are the two songs that I go back to the least.
Oh, that's
And-
you're crazy.
And sometimes I just shut the record off after We Trusted You.
I think on both of those songs you missed the mark there. Dream is the perfect. This is the perfect homage to
I can't believe this is your
hip-hop
number one.
these guys listen to. Like you missed the boat entirely.
No, I get it. I get
You
why they
did-
did it, but I
you
don't
did
like
not.
it. It
You did
sounds
not.
like
it's
just
rife
like a
with
hip hop.
fucking. It is rife
I
with
know
like
it is.
with like
I know.
references. It is deep. It is
is.
rich. It's the most thought out song on the album. It's the most complex song on the album. It is absolutely fantastic. It's bouncy. It's fun. It's goofy. It's serious. It's absolutely amazing.
I get there. It's like an homage to Wu-Tang, especially because of the song, the title, and I get all the references and the lyrics. I get it. I get it. But there's just still something about it. It just sounds too forced to me that it bothers me. It's way too forced. I do like that. This is one of the few songs where Travis actually seemed like he was playing rather than it just sounding like a loop. Because he was hitting those drums, like big bombastic drums, which you don't really hear in hip hop music, which I thought was cool. Like they kind of turned it upside down in that sense. The bass line is fucking killer on this song. Was it El Diablo? I guess is
Danny
LA.
Diablo,
Yeah, I don't know. I
from
mean, I
New
looked him
York.
up, but is he New York? Okay.
New York.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with him.
It's
do you know
fucking
anything
cool,
about
dude.
this
Because
guy?
like he's the only guy that's not from like their area. And then in his like the first time he raps here, he just throws out all these underground hip hoppers that are all from the New York area. Like everybody he mentions are all from the New York area. Like all people that are did not get much success. Like that's cool.
That's
I
cool.
Like that.
It is cool.
And that fucking dude, that like G-Funk Dre sound, that like come on. Are you kidding?
Yeah,
joking
there's a
my
lot
ass?
of throwback to mid 90s hip hop, not just underground, but I do hear like some
That is
popular hip hop
Dre,
in there as
dude.
well.
And
Yeah.
like even like the way
Yeah,
Danny
definitely.
Diablo comes in, like the way he raps, that's very like 90s Cypress Hill sounding.
Yeah.
That big like coming from the diaphragm way of yelling things. Fuck man, this song is good. It is good.
But for it to be your 1B, I don't get it, man.
Down in Oakland's my 7B. Down in Oakland's a fucking banger too.
I think that is such a
God
it's
damn,
a
good
mediocre song, man. It's good, but it doesn't go anywhere. There's nothing that
It's not
to me that
supposed to.
stands
This
out
is-
there.
Down in Oakland is like their kind of like rock steady thing. It's just something to dance to. It just grooves and it finds its groove and it
does.
just does it the whole time, and that's all it needs to do.
There's nothing churched up there. No crazy weird guitar sounds. I mean, I do like it, but you get 10 songs that are just like, dude, every song is different from the last. Everything has their own unique. It's just it, and you drop into Down in Oakland, which is just so basic. It's a little underwhelming. Let's just say it's underwhelming. It's not bad. It's underwhelming.
Down in Oakland doesn't sound like any other song on the album. No
It
other song
doesn't.
on the album sounds like Down in Oakland. No other song on the album just lets the groove breathe. Just lets it go.
You're right. You're right.
And then the guitar
right.
sounds so fucking sick there, dude. It's so verbed up. It's so wet. It's dripping. I changed my panties. That's right. Just rolled everything around me. Think, get the powder.
The way that song opens too, with him screaming like that. Drugs rule everything around me.
Okay, that's all right.
Oh man. So I mean, lyrically, what do you have on Dream?
It's just guys rapping how great and tough they are. That's it. It's a hype song.
Once again, that's what I meant too.
Yeah.
It's a hype song about being tough in the streets. And that's all it is. That's all it is. But I mean, do you have anything else on Dream?
That's it.
I wasn't as enthusiastic as you were hoping, but
That's all right. I mean, there's a lot of songs.
So
here.
much.
We got to.
There are.
Well, I was taking a sip.
So,
mid
what?
question. I had. You asked me. I was drinking my beer. So I couldn't be enthusiastic. I could spit the beer out all over the computer. I do that.
Do a spit
thing.
take? Yeah.
That's what I should have done when you said that it was your least favorite. That's what I should have done.
Second least favorite.
Second least favorite. What is your least favorite?
Second from the bottom. Down in Oakland.
Oh yeah, that's here we go, dude.
Because at least Dream is exciting. Down in Oakland just doesn't have that excitement that the rest of the songs do.
Where do you put like Way in My Mind? 'Cause that's my least favorite
I put that
song.
at 8. I put that at 8.
Problems.
Way in my mind. Cause way in my mind. Brody Dahl was on that song too, and Tim said this is a song about them. So,
but not like.
Mind.
But they
it wasn't like a love song.
Yeah, because they're not split up at that point. What's your 2B?
Yeah, my 2B is Quick Death.
Quick Death.
I don't care. Talk shit. I don't care. It's a killer song. Davey Havoc is on this one. He sings vocals with Rob. I like the back and forth. It's not, Rob gets a verse, Davey gets a verse. It's like every other line. They're going back and forth. It's killer. Davey Havoc throws it back to the shut your mouth and open your eyes days with the screaming. I mean, it's grittier. It's great, man. He hadn't done that style in 5 years at this point, and he fucking nailed it. He nailed it on this song. Rob, of course, doing his thing, screaming. That's what they do. That's what he does best. And Tim's guitar playing.
All he does.
Well, sure, it is all he does. But I love Tim's guitar on this because he has that Metallica kind of riff, but then outside of that one riff, it's just like pick slides. It's just one. What's cool is like he's hitting just like one power chord and then sliding that power chord up the neck, and it just the simplest shit he does on this song, but it adds so much character and so much depth to the song. It's weird. It's weird how simple it is, but how great it is all together, or like how it's just a perfectly crafted. It's a perfectly crafted song. I really think it is.
This is my 11B.
Dude, why?
No, I'm just kidding. This is my 2B.
Okay, I was gonna say there's no reason for.
Yeah, there's
Like,
no.
you would
there's
really
no
have to come up with
fucking
something
way.
good if it was that low.
I even like
What do you think
alluded
of this
earlier to the like Tim's like heavier chugging guitar playing, and it's like this song, dude. Like that riff is. It's a perfect riff for them because it's like heavy metal and stoner rock kind of sounding, but it's still punk, and it's all in like.
It's kind of like their version of Master of Puppets. The main riff of Master of Puppets. It's like that, but not as complicated.
Yeah, because he can't do
and
it.
His guitar tone is killer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just
his fucking guitar tone's awesome.
It's dude. It's fuck, man. It's just it's a good riff. It's a good riff, and like that's already before we even hit vocals, and like obviously. Davey's bringing the heat, but like Rob holds his own, and we know Rob can scream, and we know what he does, and he does the one thing
He does best.
But I think he does it better here than he does anywhere else because Davey does it better than he does, and so to not get outshined, Rob tries because there's a little parts where it's not just a call and response, but as Davey's doing his part towards the end of it, Rob he'll start saying things as Davey's still going, so you get a contrast in both of their voices. It's not just a call and response, which as far as like call and response, like songs go in like the punk community, this is the best of all time. Like there's no
this
better
is up there.
Call and response than Davey and Rob going at it. It's unfucking real. And I like that they do it twice, right? The back and forth, just in case like the first time you weren't quite ready for it, like they do it again. And it's like, oh fuck yeah, I get to enjoy that thing again. Thank you.
And that's just the verses. Because with the chorus is just, I'll have you, wishing for. And so Davey will do the I'll have you. Rob will do the Wishin' For, and then they'll do that twice, and then the next two they'll switch it up. Rob will do the longer line, and then Davey will do this shorter line. It's like, dude, it's so simple. It's right there. Like, how much dumber and simpler could it be? But it's perfect. That's what the song needs.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's an incredible song. Incredible hardcore song.
And this
like, honestly, it's one of the best top hardcore songs I would say of all time. I don't give a fuck.
It really is good.
It
really is, dude. Like, these vocals, these can't be fucking matched, dude. Like, Davey Havok's in that era, that wailing, like, scream era. Like, nobody sounded like him. Nobody could do that. Nobody could hit those high notes, but then still sound like tough and aggressive.
Like he's gonna rip your face off,
dude. It's
weird.
It's like a shriek, like something that you have to like process through like a computer in order to get that kind of sound. It's perfect. And yeah, you're right. Like, he did it here after so many years of being absent from it, and then never really hear it again. So that's fine.
I mean, he did it. I mean, he did it a little bit on Black Sails and Art of Drowning, but never to this extent. He hadn't done anything like this since Shut Your Mouth.
Nothing this aggressive. Nothing this crazy. Oh, this is over the top.
No. Yeah, it's an incredible song, and then even they throw in like the kind of like the cheesy hardcore spoken word stuff. So at the beginning of the song, Davey says, "And I ask you, my brothers and sisters, who's the true animal?" And then Rob just drops in like instantly, "Look so fine." It's just like oh my God, dude, the way the song flows is it's a perfect hardcore song. And then Davey has that other spoken word too. I think this is what he says. He says, "And now, my brothers and sisters, the inversion begins." And Rob fucking drops in again. Oh my God, it's so
the
cool.
inversion begins. So stupid, just fucking words. And I think like lyrically this song, even though it could be about just another tough guy thing, I think it's just when they're in the studio, they just were saying things that sounded tough. They were saying things that matched what they were trying to do vocally.
Yeah, especially with this song because I don't know what the hell they're talking about here. I could not decipher the lyrics, except that the only thing I could pick up was, they're saying, if you mess with me, you fuck with the wrong guy and you're going to wish for a quick death.
Yeah.
Instead of what I'm going to do to you. Like, that's all I got from this. So I don't think there's a deep meaning to it. Man, dude, it's an incredible song.
It is. It's something else. This easily could have been like the best song on the album and like an outlier on the album that's like, damn, this could have been on like anything because of how great it is.
And if they did a whole record, imagine if Rob and Davey did a whole hardcore record. That could go down as like one of the greatest.
Even that name, naming it that, Rob and Davey, right? Like, damn, dude, that'd be so cool.
Rob and Davey.
That'd be so rad. Like, nobody would fucking have any idea what it is. That's what we need. That's what the world needs right now.
Or mix up like their names, like Skinhead and Havoc.
Ooh, Skinhead Havoc.
Or like Skinheads Wreaking Havoc or something like that.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of stupid, but damn, dude, if they made a killer record, it could be so cool. Oh man. Anyway, quick death. We have anything else on this one?
No, that's it. That's all.
All right. So what's your 2B then?
That was my 2B, quick death.
Oh, it was both of ours. Okay. What's your 3B then?
My 3B, what is it? Boop, 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 boop. Oh, tall
boop,
cans in the air. Then he fuck you. That's my 3B.
Oh man, I'm gassy today.
I'll have you. I'll have you.
Which for? I love that.
So good.
Oh, he's so whiny too. Okay, my number 3 is Romper Stomper, the opening track.
Woo! Woo!
Dude, the heaviness, how aggressive it is.
So heavy, God. So distorted.
Where does this sit for you?
This is my 4B.
4B, okay. Just those 2 notes in that riff, that dun dun dun. Oh, it's 3 notes, but just that it's so simple. It's distorted as shit. He plays that riff the entire song.
Yeah, that's all you need.
It's like fucking Limp Bizkit's Break Stuff. It's the same riff the entire song, but it works. It works. And Rob comes in so hard, but I feel like he has to come in this hard because this is the first thing he's ever done of any sort of
like
fanfare.
Notoriety. Yeah,
notoriety. Yeah. So he has to come in, and he does like really, really hard.
It's called Romper Stomper, dude. Like, what the fuck does that even mean? Isn't a romper like a jumpsuit or something?
It is. It's a onesie.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a onesie. Um,
Like,
it's
is that
like
what
in
that's-
Goldfinger. It's in Goldfinger when Sean Connery's at the pool at the beginning, and he's
Yeah.
wearing that
Oh, God.
periwinkle
What is
jumps or
that even?
romper.
It's like riding
That's
up
what
on
that
him
is.
on both ends. So like, is Romper
But girls
Stomper
love
supposed to be like he's like slaying chicks? Is that what that's supposed to mean? Like, because
It
girls
might
wear
be.
romper more often, right?
Yeah, it's more of a girl thing, but I don't know. I don't know how the
Damn, because it sounded like a
The-
cool thing, but now it sounds kind of stupid if I really think about it.
and when you look at the lyrics don't that doesn't match up. It doesn't make sense because lyrically it's about making sure that you got your homies back, they got your back. That's what it is. That's what the song is about.
It's about being a
it's not like
fucking tough
sexual thing.
guy.
Yeah, it's a tough guy song. It's not about having sex with a bunch of chicks, but
Stomping
I don't know.
romps.
stomping romps.
Stomping romps.
But what's cool too, that first verse, there's no bass. It's just the riff, the drums, and Rob, and that's it. And I love how even without the low end, without that bass, it's still fucking tough.
Dude, just
Like, it
let
sounds like
Rob
he's gonna rip your
shriek
face
over
off.
like the beat. That's all you need. They do
Yeah.
these type of songs just so fucking well. Like this is like their meat and potato. This is what's paying the bills for the Transplants. These simple like kind of dueling vocal things, just very dumbed down type stuffs because that descending riff, right? That the whole song is based off of that descending riff. It's super easy. It's really it's easy to get into, and it's just really fun. And Travis, super super simple. I think I don't know. I think it's amazing. And then,
Like once again, he's essentially playing a drum loop
yeah,
this entire album.
and this
Except
one
for
has,
one song
has that
he
other
shines,
guy,
but-
Eric Azine from the Nerve
Yeah.
Agents, and you can tell the
And
difference between
Redemption
the two.
'87, they're good too.
So as long as you know what Rob sounds like, you can tell the difference between the two because they both just shriek and kind of yell and be kind of annoying. But that soundscape in the beginning, it reminds me a lot of the soundscape from Infilati from At the Drive-In.
Oh yeah.
Like before
they
the
throw
bass
a
part
lot
drops.
of instrumental stuff. They throw a lot of instrumental stuff, or not instrumental, fucking electronic.
Yeah,
There's a lot of electronic stuff throughout this entire record.
that for sure
soundscapey
fucking reminded
stuff.
me of that. I all I could think about was do 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 do. So good,
I love that fucking song.
so good.
And
Yeah,
Falade.
dude. Romper Stomper, so good. I didn't know
Eric-
until this week that he was what Eric's verse was gonna lie de facto. I was just yelled and shrieked
Yeah.
at that
That
part.
same year, I had no idea what he said.
Even after I read it, I still was like, "Was that really what he says? Are you sure?" I don't know.
Yeah. It is very. He definitely has a higher voice than Rob, and it works well. I mean, his screams they're fantastic.
Yeah,
Really,
they're
really great
good.
stuff. I never really got into Nerve Agents, but I always I've listened to Redemption '87 over the years because of their relation to the East Bay scene and AFI especially. So I always listen to them every once in a while, but never Nerve Agents for whatever reason. But I know they're really popular within the punk scene.
You would definitely like them. I don't really like the Nerve Agents that much because they're a little bit more of that goofy side of things. But I think you would like them.
The cooler side of things, you mean?
I don't know about cooler, but definitely goofy.
What do you mean by goofy though?
I don't know. You like a lot of like Wednesday 13
Oh,
from
stuff
Planet
like that.
49 stuffs.
Which I'm gonna go see Wednesday 13. Anybody listening to the pod, if you're in the area, come with me to go see them at the Whiskey in October. Otherwise, I'm going by myself. So
Okay.
you should
That's on the
just stay-
table.
Like I said, man, just stay out here. Stay out here another 4 days, 5 days.
Stay out there a week.
Stay out there a week and do nothing while I work. So boring.
That would that would be so fucking boring. That's okay.
You have a lot of record stores to go to though, because there's so many around us.
That's true. Just stay out there and spend a ton of money.
Spend thousands of dollars on records.
Thousands and thousands of dollars.
Yep. All right. Yeah. So yeah, the Eric Ozen, good stuff. Great verse. Do we have anything else on Romper Stomper?
No.
Okay. And that was your 3B, right? Or
That
your
was my
4B?
4B, yeah.
So, okay. So my 4B is 117.
117. It's my 9B.
So That is your okay. Fine, I get it. It's a pretty straightforward kind of basic song. What I like about this is this is the only time where really Travis shines. This is where he's not playing like a drum machine beat. He's hitting the big crashes. He's hitting the open hi-hat. He has some really awesome fills throughout this entire song. I mean, he just absolutely nails it and kills it. This is the fastest, I wouldn't necessarily say heaviest song, but this is definitely the most punk song on the whole record. Big power chords, loud. It's a cool song, man. It's a really, really cool song. Yeah.
I think this is I think this may be one of the most important songs of the album because the album needed something like this. It needed something that was just short and sweet, everybody having fun, a little bit deeper in the album after all like the songs. The songs are kind of long and they're all pretty similar, but the album needed this one probably more than any other song on the album. But it is pretty
it's basic,
straightforward. Yeah, it's pretty simple.
Yeah. But I like it for that. And this is a song where it shows that Rob's voice and even Tim's voice, they sound best in heavier, faster songs like this.
Yeah.
They both absolutely nailed it. Like nothing sounds out of place. Yeah. It's especially Rob. Like this is where, like, why has Rob not made more music like this? Like I understand he did that shit with Paul Wall and he's done a lot of hip hop stuff, but damn dude, this is where you excel. This is what you're best at. And he's never done a punk band like this. Ever. It's crazy.
It is weird that like nothing ever materialized for him in this type of way. Even like a more aggressive hardcore punk band or even like a more hip hop focused like punk band. Like nothing ever really, I don't know. He's very unique.
Especially since he's so well liked in that scene, in the East Bay scene. Prior to Transplants, he was well known. Like everybody knew who he was. And I mean, it has to come down to he never wanted to do it. That's the only explanation. He just didn't care enough to do it. But damn, dude, he could have been up there with one of the top hardcore bands for sure. If he really refined it with the band, man, it could have been absolutely killer. This is a great song. And kind of throwing it back to the electronic stuff that they throw in, there's a lot of weird things going on in this for no reason. You notice that?
Yeah, I think Rob's doing a lot of there's so many credits on the wiki page. I think Rob's doing a lot of those,
like the programming and stuff.
Yeah, kind of more like hip hop inspired samples and scratches because it just says scratches. I think that's just like a catch-all term for somebody doing something on the turntable, and I think that's all Rob.
I think so too. I do too, but it's a nice touch. It's a really nice touch.
Because it could be Travis, but I think this is a little bit too early for Travis to kind of like really pull out his hip hop chops, and I still just don't think he's a full-fledged member at this point.
No, I don't think so either. And also he wasn't hired on. Yeah, he wasn't hired on to do this. Yeah, he was not a full-blown member.
Yeah.
So it had to have been Rob. It had to have been him. Because Tim already had so much. Because not only was he writing the songs, playing guitar, singing, he was producing the record, co-producing the record. You know, he was doing a lot of the behind the scenes shit. He was the one getting all the guests on. I mean, Rob's not going to get these kind of people on. I mean, Brody and Matt Freeman and Davey and shit like that. He doesn't have that kind of pool. I mean, not to say that these guys were the biggest acts of the day of that time, but bigger than Rob.
Like if you have a Wikipedia page, then you probably at least you have some type of success. Because some of the guys, when Danny Diablo was spitting out some of these underground hip hoppers, a couple of them didn't have a Wikipedia page. Like they were just like kind of like one and done things. But some of them did. But I mean, I don't know.
Isn't it funny? Like in this day and age, we gauge success by whether or not you have a Wikipedia page.
It's no different than gauging success by like ordering an actual encyclopedia, right? And then looking in the encyclopedia, like, oh, you're not in the encyclopedia, therefore you're nothing. Which is like, well, yeah,
I suppose
kind of true. Which is now instead of every 10 years you get one, you get every 10 seconds. It's the greatest thing on earth. And here we are. Here most people use it just for the dumbest shit. That's right.
Wikipedia really is great.
It's so fucking amazing.
It's so convenient, and yeah, Wikipedia is the best.
Just a wealth of fucking knowledge, dude. Like you could
for free.
For free. I donate though. I donate.
Okay. Well. Okay.
Every year I donate $20.
Really? Wow.
I do every fucking year. Because they email me every single year like, hey, last year you did this, and I say, oh yeah, that's fine. $20 a year, dude. Like, come on.
Every 6 months you get with the top of the Wikipedia page has all those banners. You have to click out of all of them.
I still have to do it too. Like, I can't. There's no like. I can't like unlock an ad-free version of it. I still have to do it too. But like $20 a year, like come on, dude. I know you use Wikipedia probably daily.
Oh yeah, totally. Who doesn't?
Like even as you're just sitting there watching some stupid shit, right? And like, what did that guy just say? Is that a real thing? Let me just Wikipedia it. Like, come on,
let me look it up.
That's not worth $20 a year.
It's funny how at least for me, when I Google something, I never look at any of the other. The first thing I look at is Wikipedia. Like I'll type in whatever it is, catfish or what am I? I don't know, a fish, and yeah, I'll go to the Wikipedia before I go anywhere else.
Because on Wikipedia, it shows like it's citations at the bottom. So if it's spewing something that's like, that can't be fucking real, Wikipedia. Are you lying to me? You scroll down and say, like, where was that cited from? Oh, that was cited from, not that it makes a difference, but like, oh, that's cited from like the Wall Street Journal. Like, oh, wow, maybe that is fucking true. But if it's cited from like joeschmo.com, it's like, okay, maybe maybe they're full of shit.
Yeah.
So that's why it's so great, is because you're supposed to, take everything with a grain of salt, do a little bit more digging, and then figure out whether or not you believe it to be true and move on.
Yep. Absolutely. Love the wikis.
Love the wikis. Just donate. God damn.
So I'm not going to, but for 117, what do you have lyrically on this one? This is,
oh my God.
This is one of those songs with one of the worst lyrics, but what do you have on this one?
Just a fucking $20. This is a tough guy song.
I'm not going to do it.
Why would you not just do it?
You know what's really annoying?
I just don't understand why you can't do it.
I just realized we do this all the damn time, where we one of us has to have the last word in the fight. So we end it by saying something stupid, and then we immediately move on to the next subject. And we just did that 3 times. You did it and then tried to change the subject. I had my last word. You started laughing, then I moved on, and then you just did it again.
Oh, I guess
that's what we do.
All. If you want to be cheap and shit, that's fine. I think it's just a tough guy song. That's it.
That's all we fucking do.
Sheila is a mess, so she comes from Modesto.
That's the line.
It's the best line of the song.
That is the line. It's the worst.
That is the best line of the song.
He makes shit up just to make it right.
That's the extent of my songwriting capabilities, is just making words up. So good.
Oh man, it's some shit Kanye does too. He just kind of makes up words and says things differently just so they rhyme. Oh man,
for sure.
Sheila is a mess, so she comes from Modesto. That's how he sings it too. He's so fucking lazy. Oh, he's the worst. But I love it. Oh, his lazy drawl is. There's nobody that sounds like Tim. Because Tim doesn't even sound like Tim. There's times on this record he has an accent, and then he does have an accent, and he just fucking like, why are you like that? Why does he do that? I don't know.
It's honestly it's fucking annoying sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. It really, like, he has an accent on some of these fucking songs.
I know, especially the slower ones. He really lets that drawl go out. Like on Sad But True, DJ, he does it. He just, the slower ones, the organ-led ones are, his vocals are rough.
Stupid.
But you know what? We love singing them.
It's
you know?
Problems.
Ghost Town Bomb.
Problems. Got so many
Sheila
problems.
is a mess, so she comes from Modesto.
So dumb. Yeah, that was my 9B, 117.
9B. Okay, so I don't even know what 117 means. I didn't find any information on the title. But let's move on then. That was my 5B, I believe. Yeah, no, that was my 4B. So what's your 5B?
Sad but True.
That high. Holy shit, that's my
Sad,
10B.
but true.
Let's get into that.
I like this. I don't mind Tim's vocals that much. It doesn't last too long, and it's filled with layers that kind of build nicely. And that organ, I don't know, the guitar, the bass comes in. It's solid. It's a solid groove. And I don't even mind those little background harms. I know it's goofy and cheesy, but I like when Rob comes in, man, because everyone's like, we should do like a slower, sad song. All right, I got you. And then Rob comes in and is like, what are you doing, dude? It's the same fucking thing. Like, oh, I thought that's what we're doing. It's like, whatever, man. That's fine. That's fine.
And what's weird is that you hate the organ. All you do is talk shit about it, especially in Windy Clear from Blink.
That's the worst.
That's all you do is talk shit. But this is the entire song. It's an organ-led song, and you love it. It makes no sense.
Back up.
And you hate Tim Armstrong's vocals, but you love this song, and it's some of his worst vocals.
So
and it's a slow song. It's
dude, the lead parts that Tim plays on the guitar, though, man, those are so fucking catchy.
Yeah,
and like this, like, I don't know. I just think it's so funny that this is their ballad, and Tim's like getting into it and like really feeling it. You can see him closing his eyes in the studio, and then Rob comes in. He's like, what are you doing, dude?
He's probably closing his eyes. He has his hands over his headphones.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's like moving, swaying side to side.
Trying to really nail that take.
And then Rob comes in, everyone's like, oh, everyone puts their hands up. Fuck it.
But I think it's Tim who screams first, because there's that pick slide, that extended pick slide that comes in, and then there's some screaming, but it doesn't sound like Rob. It actually sounds like Tim. And then
part?
Yeah. Let's fucking go. And then Rob drops in, but he drops in hard, man.
So hard.
And it makes no sense. Like, at least with Tim's, like, Tim sounds like he's in pain. It matches the mournful tone of the song, but Rob has no nuance to his vocals. It's just, I'm pissed all the fucking time.
He's sad pissed though. That's Rob. Yeah. Dude, Rob's last verse hits fucking hard though. Like, it's so good. So it says all the times we had, wish they could happen again. I'll hold you in my heart to the end. If I could make a change, it'd be me, not you. So hard to see you go. So sad but true. Dude, that's fucking. That's pretty good.
It is good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And because he's like shouting it and being like aggressive, you kind of like lose that. You lose that. So you got to dig a little bit or really, really listen. You're like, wow, wait, are you crying, Rob? Like that's what I imagine after this song's over. Like, you see like a tear come down Rob's eye, and then you just beat somebody's ass.
I mean, the song is a sad song. I mean, lyrically, it's about losing friends and family, way too young, and just for stupid reasons. And this is kind of their shout out to the dead homies, right? They're pouring one out for the dead homies. So, but
so good.
What I think is funny too is like the way that they, especially Tim in this song, the way he shouts out different areas of that area, like, down Shattuck to Durant, up the hill, like everything is just so extremely regional. And nobody knows what the fuck he's talking about.
He's like giving directions at some point. He's like, take like fucking MLK to 14th Street and go down and turn left.
This is it. Up the hill to the steps, Sproul Plaza and Telegraph. You pass Channing, you pass Derby, you go to Ashby down to Adeline. Take MLK to 54th and go down to Genoa.
Oh my god!
Yeah, and follow the BART
stupid.
tracks to Harmon Street.
Harmon Street. Like that. That's what he says. Like, it has like an accent. The Harmon Street. Yeah, Harmon Street.
He's literally, he fucking map quested from fucking his house to like the studio, and that's what these lyrics are. Man. I mean, because this is prior to Google Maps, right? I got to throw it back here a little bit to MapQuest.
I mean, I think MapQuest still exists.
It does, yeah. But who the fuck uses MapQuest?
Old people that refuse
Tim
to
Armstrong
use Google Maps, yeah.
But seriously, that's what that verse sounds like.
No, it is. It's just fucking directions. That's so stupid.
Literally, it is.
Harmon Street.
Harmon.
I hate the way he fucking says Harmon Street.
Oh, it's terrible. It is terrible. But I love it. Love this song, man.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. See if I don't think I have anything. Oh, the bass playing on this song, he rips it up, man. It's pretty solid. There's some good shit on here. It's kind of buried, but when you really pick it out and you're not distracted by Tim's vocals and Rob's, there's some good stuff here underlying here. So, and I think Tim played bass on this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they hired a bass player. Yeah, he played bass on this one. But yeah, there's some good shit on here. Even on the whole record, there's like some like you hear some like little dub reggae influence in some of these songs, and I think that's really cool, really really cool. And anyway, it doesn't matter anymore. What else? Do you have anything else on Sad But True?
No, that was good. That was a good transition. We can move on.
Okay. My 5B, we finally get to it. Diamonds and Guns.
Diamonds and guns.
Some of my friends are diamonds. Some of my friends are guns.
Some of my friends are guns.
That was one of the stupidest things you've ever said in your whole life. But that was so fucking funny when you said it earlier. Oh my God. That was so stupid.
I don't even know why I think of that. It just does. So Diamonds and Guns is my 10B. It just kept falling. Like every time because I had it listed, I mean, it was only the 4 songs deep. I had it listed as my 3B because Tall Cans and Romper and Stomper beat it out. And then DJ is well below that. But then like I was like, no, this song is better. This song is better. This song is better. So it just kept getting pushed down and down and down. But that piano tune, dude, it's fucking good. It is like weirdly melodic. It's like broken and choppy in how it's played, but it sticks with you. Like you hit it. You hit the beat along with it, and then you add like the heavy distorted guitars to it, and it's just money. Like, why does that work so well? It's so good. It's
like this weird take like on a vaudeville song from the 20s, right? That's what it reminds me of. Like not as many notes as you would hear in one of those old songs, but it's that same feel. And the guy who played piano was the he wasn't was he the co-producer?
Yeah, Dave
Yeah.
Carlock.
Yeah, Dave Carlock. Yeah, he played the piano on it. The iconic, honestly, the two most iconic parts of this entire band is that piano and the woohoos. Like when anybody talks about Transplants, it's one of those two things. It's not anything else.
I think Dave Carlock is like the only person too that's not like I think he's just a studio guy. I don't think he's from like a band or anything. He's just like a studio guy.
I think he was listed also as like a multi-instrumentalist, so like he probably plays fucking everything. But
yeah, so he's a studio guy. He's just fucking he's a guy that just makes a bunch of money and doesn't have to tour. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's great, man. It's fucking great.
But
that piano, I love it, and
it's so good.
It has to be talked about, but the Garnier Fructis commercial.
Oh yeah.
The shampoo commercial. I don't know if they had this in the UK. I'm actually curious now if Skip remembers this. Were the Garnier Fructis shampoo commercials with this song in England at least?
I'm sure they was because the fucking owner of Garnier is L'Oreal. Yeah, they own.
It sounds weird.
They own Garnier.
Is that
we all know Garnier or L'Oreal is like a fucking founded by a Nazi sympathizer, so they're rife with controversy. But the Garnier Fructis commercial isn't as dumb as the music video. The music video is fucking stupid. All of them are stupid.
The music video, all of them, they're all dumb.
What's so annoying about the videos is Travis, even though he does the same thing drum wise on the album anyway, all he does is just like bob his head like aggressively, right? Like he does that up and down thing, like he's getting into the groove. Like that's all he fucking does, and it's so annoying. I don't know why I can't.
He's a showman.
It's so annoying. A coxman.
and he always looks so serious, like in the cars. Anytime they're driving in the videos, he's always looking so serious.
It's so annoying.
So
everybody look as tough and hard as you possibly can. Oh my God, man.
For like it, I mean, come on, dude. This is like not even tough music. It's
so
great, but it's not tough.
Goofy.
Yeah.
I also read that L'Oreal too. Their headquarters that was in Germany for a long time was on land that the Nazis took from a Jewish family, and then never gave it back. And then like the company L'Oreal knew about it, and then people were saying like, you should probably fucking give that land back, bro. And they're like, well, it's not really our job. And like this whole controversy, dude, there's a lot of controversy with that company, L'Oreal. But that was something I read this week. I thought that was kind of funny. Like, damn, you probably feel bad for that one, don't you?
I never knew that. Now I want to go down this rabbit hole.
Whoops.
Damn.
And then they passed like legislature too that says that even if like Jewish land was signed away willingly during the Nazi regime, it was still all contracts were void because you couldn't tell whether or not like willingly was even a thing, right?
True. Yeah.
So like all contracts were void.
Damn.
That's kind of cool.
I had no idea.
Yeah, and they
No
sponsored
idea.
Amber Heard for many years up until like the trial and that thing.
Wow, dude, I gotta go down this rabbit hole. I'm so interested now.
I know for
It's
like
like
fucking shampoo.
It's
and
like
shit.
Adidas, man. I didn't know anything about the whole Nazi connection with Adidas until the whole Kanye shit went down. Had no idea. And
At
then
least,
going
like,
down
Adidas
that
is
rabbit
a-
hole. Wow.
It's like a more well-known company. I don't know. Like this shit is just fucking shampoo and stuff. Who cares?
True, yeah. But okay, so back to this song. I don't want to talk about shampoo anymore.
That's just
yes.
dude, those woos are rough.
They're so good though.
dumb.
They're so good. And then with that the big guitar chords there too. The down that little bit of slide right there. Oh, it's perfect.
You could have
Perfect.
easily just not included those woo woos.
True, but the woo woos are good. I like myself a good woo woo.
There,
That's a good woo woo.
like, well, those are woos, dude. This is
Wait, have you
This
ever
is-
seen High Anxiety, the Mel Brooks movie?
I don't know. I don't think so.
No, because there's a woo woo reference when they're talking about vaginas and boobs, because it's like at a psychiatric like convention, and this one psychiatrist brings his kids, and they're talking about like penis envy or something like that. It's something really childish, and they didn't want to say vagina or boobs in front of the little girls, so they said the woo woos, and Mel Brooks had to say woo woos. And it's just, oh my God, dude, it's
So
so
dumb.
fucking stupid. It's so funny though, because Mel Brooks is a genius, and he can make the stupidest things like that so goddamn funny. Dude. He says,
Okay.
"Oh my God," no, he calls it. He uses the term, not poo poo caca. Fuck, what is it? He uses another really dumb term like that, and I don't know. Anyway, I'm not gonna talk about it. Anybody who's seen High Anxiety knows what I'm talking about, but probably nobody's
Okay.
seen it.
Well, just built it up and let us
I
down.
built
That's
it up for
fine.
nothing. Yeah,
That's fine.
yeah. I know. Whatever.
Okay.
Anyway, Diamonds and Guns. So I want to talk about some of the terrible lyrics here. So the first verse, you have the over the top lazy vocals from Tim, and bombs going off in Sierra Leone, taking more shots than a Karl Malone. Those are the first two lines of the whole song. So
Yep.
it's just the Karl Malone reference. It's so stupid. And this is the only part of the only part of the whole album that has like any sort of political undertone
Yeah.
or like, anything like that. And then after this, it's more about, hyping up about how tough we are. It's like
Yeah.
this song could have gone somewhere really, really cool for being such a pop centric song. And this is all we get. This is all we
I
get.
know.
But then
it was fucking pathetic.
yeah.
It really, was
really
pathetic.
But the Karl Malone reference and the way he says it too. Took more shots than a Karl Malone.
Come along. It's fucking pathetic. And like I had no idea this was about something kind of serious, and then the other part of it is not. So like the song's not even serious. It's just like kind of serious because they fuck it up. But it's just it's fucking unreal. Like, dude, come on, man. You could have made a song that was about something, and so like, it's about like the Sierra Leone Civil War. Essentially, what Blood Diamond the movie was made after. Like that movie was made for what they're trying to talk about here, and it starts off doing it, and then like it loses itself super fast. It's almost like you're talking to somebody, and you're having like a meaningful conversation with that person who always talks about themselves, but then you find some common ground, and you discuss something that's cool, and then it transitioned into just that person talking about themselves again. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, cool, we ended up here again. That's awesome. That's what this fucking song reminds me of.
Yeah, that's Skinhead Rob.
Like a super
what he
serious, like a super serious topic, and like that Civil War lasted over 10 years and ended right around this album. And it's just like, what the fuck, man? How did you fuck that up? Like, wow.
Like, 'cause I mean, both of Tim's verses are more politically charged. The second one, not so much, but still, it is. And then the chorus too. It's a wicked world that we live on. You know, it's still kind of keeping with that tone, but then Rob comes in for no reason, and I don't know. It does ruin it for sure. Another great lyric that I love. It's the way he sings it. It's in the second verse. When he says, knock, 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 who's that? It's Mama San, looking for the bitch who stole all the heroin, or took the money and run. And then the whole heroin. It's so bad that everything is just, I love singing it. It's awful. And then it wasn't until today when I was finalizing my notes that Mama San is actually a real thing. It's like, it's the equivalent of like a madam at like a brothel in Asia though. That's what a Mama San is.
Oh.
And I had no idea. I looked it up because I saw that it had a hyperlink to another Wikipedia page. So I clicked it, and sure as shit, that's what it is, dude. Well,
I always thought it was like a Michael Jackson thing. The Mama Say, Mama Sa, Mama Sa.
That's a good song though. But no, it's an actual term, and it could, because the women in Asia don't like to be called like madams or things like that, because they see that as an offensive Western term. So they're called Mama Sons. Or if they're men, they're Papa Sons. Yeah.
Well, that's cool. Papa San sounds cool.
Papa San.
Mama Say,
but yeah, I had
no
idea.
Interesting.
But that second verse, man. Heroin. Doesn't even say heroin right. Come on, dude.
Everything about it's stupid. Even like Skinhead Raj when he says, I shot in heaven, now I cry, no one lives forever. In fact, we all die.
We all die.
Like, come on, bro. Like that, really, that's your fucking line you're going to write? That's so stupid.
It's back to himself.
So elementary.
I understand he's also talking more about like his personal feelings and shit like that, but you're not like, add more to what Tim is talking about, you know? Have Tim write the lyrics at least and you sing them.
This is deep subject material that is the real rule that if you're going to do it. Don't half-ass it. That's like ultimately what I think they're doing, is just half-assing it. And
then Sun Doobie, who's from this hip-hop group called Funk Dubious from L.A. I've never heard of them. Have you?
Mm-mm.
So he was on the fourth verse, and once again doesn't keep up with Tim's theme here. So you're like, what are you talking about? Like, he's just talking about going out shooting, and like it's just very basic and boring. But the amount of times he says the word now, and especially the word out, is impressive.
Now, it's out.
I mean, the end of every, I don't even want to say the end of every line. It's like with at least twice every line he uses one of those words. Yeah,
there's a ripping out, tripping out, different out, pimping out.
Killing's what I'm living now. Victim, let me pick them out. I think it's cool though. It does sound really good. But yeah, it's just it's stupid in the context of the whole song. And then the laugh. Oh my god, dude, I hate the laugh.
So dumb.
Especially the one at the very end in the outro. You know, the what? 2002 baby, transplants.
Representing.
Ugh, it's terrible. That outro is awful.
that was still a time when people were saying like representing. Like represent.
True.
Fuck, what a dumb word, represent.
Represent
Stupid.
fucking transplants too, of all the artists. So dumb. Got to take a sip of my beersy.
Take a sip of your beersy.
So I don't know. Do we have anything else on Diamonds and Guns?
No, that's all I got.
God, dude, I still can't get over this.
Some of my friends are diamonds. Some of my friends are guns.
It's not even funny. It's not even funny.
It's only funny. It's so hyper specific too. Like you have to know what both of those songs are or sound like even to even think that's funny.
You really have to be in on the inside joke here.
Oh, it's funny. It's so stupid.
Shit.
It's terrible.
It really, really is. So what's your 6B?
We trusted you.
We trusted you. That's my number 9.
Another pop song for you. Yeah, another stupid, crazy pop song. I don't know. It's just it's that guitar riff during the main chorus. I think it's wild. It's so stupid. It's so catchy. It's fucking fantastic. And Lars is on this one. Lars Fredriksson.
Lars Ulrich.
Lars Ulrich from Metallica Rancid's. Dude, Lars has a
Mhm.
fucking cool backstory too. If you haven't read that,
Lars
yet.
Fredrickson?
Yeah, Lars Fredrickson.
No, not
He's got a
yet. But
cool
I mean, we'll
backstory.
get into it next week for sure.
But I don't know, I think this one has just like amazing guitar parts. They're simple, they're effective, they're catchy, and then Rob's got some range on this one. Okay, I think
Mhm.
that's Rob.
He does.
Right? He follows the melody nicely. His shouting like actually has tone to it, so there's not just like a one-dimensional flat monotone yell. He's actually got some tone
True.
to it, and I don't mind the extended synth parts because it kind of matches the song, and they're fine. It's fine.
Yeah, it is really catchy. That hook is really catchy.
God damn, it's catchy.
But I love singing. I'm gonna sing it all night too. Put
Some of
out
the
a
dumbest
helping
fucking lines
hand.
are on this one. He says, "I keep my enemies closer than I keep my friends. Light them all up, then gun them all down."
Put them all down.
Dude, you just can't make this shit up. Like this, come on. Like you bought a book, like a fucking
terrible.
old Western book or something. Like this is how people talk, and he thinks that that's cool and shit. I keep my enemies closer than I keep my friends. Ugh.
Even the line too. If you don't stand for nothing, I can't really stand behind you. That one's really stupid too.
So dumb. Anytime that should be like on the fucking.
That should be on the no-no list.
Well, also all the if you live on your, it's better to die on your feet than live on your knees. Like that's something that came from someplace fucking rad and cool, and then was just turned into
Yeah.
like, I don't know, like to get people to go vote and shit. Dumb.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, there's some bad shit on this song. Lyrically.
Yeah.
But nothing that didn't make my top bad lyrics, but definitely some bad shit on here. But it's really the hook. The hook takes the cake on this one.
So catchy.
But everything else is pretty straightforward. I don't want to say basic, but everything is pretty straightforward. I do like the really simple lead guitar. It has its place. It adds enough nuance to the song to make it sound really good. And that's what, honestly, like we've talked about, that's what Tim does so well on this record. He doesn't do big heavy riffs. He doesn't do he doesn't do anything fast. He adds these little just sounds and little things, little touches to the songs. And this is one of those moments. And even the bass line in this one kind of shines a little bit. It's not like super squirrely or great, but it stands out at least. But maybe it's just because it's kind of like a slower tempoed song. But in the end, the lyrics to me, it's about being betrayed by a friend and or close
backstabbers.
Yeah. I mean, the chorus really says it, right? We trusted you. We put out a
Stab in the
helping
back.
hand. Only in return, get stabbing in the back. Boo doo 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 doo. I do
Such a
like
poppy fucking delivery
Yeah.
and I don't know, aggressive like lyrics.
that. It is. Oh,
That's
it's
good.
terrible.
That's good.
It's terrible, but I love it. So,
Dude, we
do
only
have
got
anything
3
else on We
songs
Trust You?
left.
That's true. What do we have? We have DJ, California Babylon. Way on my mind?
Yeah, all low B's for me. California Babylon's my highest B of the 3.
That's my
Otherwise,
6.
that's my 8B. But otherwise, everything is
Okay.
low.
Really,
low,
it's
low.
6, 7, and 8 are California, DJ, and then Way on My Mind.
Yeah, there we go.
Those are mine.
Okay.
I mean, really, the only thing I would want to talk about is California Babylon, because I think that's one of the catchiest choruses on this entire record. Don't say that you don't understand.
Ding, that like broken guitar thing, that bang, ding, bing, 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 like he's just like trying to like
Yeah.
fumble around to find it. So good.
It's so good.
I like it, dude.
And it's clearly a
goofy and
loop,
fun.
too.
Yeah.
It's so clearly a loop.
So like the intro drum beat too, that beat itself is a sample. It's a Temptation song. It's the song
okay.
"Ain't Too Proud to Beg." It's fucking. I don't know if Travis is doing it or if they just completely sampled it, but
It does
it's-
sound
it
sampled.
is. Yeah,
Everything.
It's a Temptation
The,
song.
the guitar sounds sampled. I mean, because literally that guitar is looped through the entire song. Even the part where it's just Tim and the guitar. I mean, that's all it is. It's just a fucking loop. And he's singing that hook. Don't say that you don't understand. Don't say that you can't comprehend. Don't say that you don't understand. This is California Babylon, my man.
It's
so fucking lazy.
Babylon, my man. He's already getting all stupid and raspy.
Oh, he sounds so dumb, but I love singing it. I love singing that.
Tim
that
just
hook.
goofballs the whole time, and then Rob comes in
Oh,
hard,
yeah.
of course. but it breaks up kind of the
It's a
monotony.
great dynamic. Yeah, it's a great dynamic vocally, even though it's just so much fun to make fun of Tim. And then the first verse, it starts out, "Waitresses out dressed like nurses in bondage."
So dumb. What does
It's
that
like a
fucking
bad
mean, dude.
It's like a bad emo singer. It's like Tim trying to sound like like Adam Lazzara from Taking Back Sunday or any other emo band of that era. It's him trying to be that, and it's so dumb.
I fucking hate the way he says whiskey too. Like later on, she drinks some whiskey, smokes some dope, she thinks she's a star. Oh, it's so stupid, so annoying.
Wait, how does he say like while she smokes some? How does he say it?
So she smokes some dope. He's got like a vocal fry. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, it's like the Poway accent. It's like a more extreme version of Tom's Poway accent. That's what it is. Or maybe Tom's trying to sound like Tim. Maybe. Could be. I don't know.
No. Tom. Nobody sounds like Tom.
Yeah, nobody really does. Oh man. Oh no, the line is, now she's 21. She does some more coke. She does some more coke. She drinks some whiskey and she smokes some dope. That's what it is.
Whiskey.
She thinks she's a star. She thinks she's a star.
What
Do you
annoying.
know who you are?
That was good. That was solid.
Because it gets higher at that part when they say, "Do you know who
you should
you
do
are?"
karaoke next time we do karaoke.
Dude, I will do this song. Wow, nobody would enjoy that.
Well, on, because I would enjoy that.
I would only want to sing the hook. I would call you up to sing that
That's
chorus. with me.
that's the worst.
It'd be the best.
Whatever. Whatever.
You would have. Yeah, I do like this song. Do you want to touch on DJ and Way in My Mind?
Yeah,
Way in My Mind.
Way in My Mind. That's low. These are both like essentially last bottom B's. Way in My Mind. Why? I don't know. Why does he have to fucking talk like that? Birdie's featuring this one too, of course. Everyone like the way he says problems. So many problems. I think that's just so fucking obnoxious. It's so annoying.
It's because Rob and Tim try to harmonize with each other, and Rob really can't harmonize. Tim tries, and that's okay. But I also noticed too in the verses, Rob's voice. It sounds like he lost his voice. He doesn't sound normal. It's like he lost his voice and he's trying to yell or scream, and that's what we're getting. He sounds really sick. Not like a cool sick, but like he sounds sick, like ill. Not a good ill, but how does sick and ill become a positive thing? God damn it.
Yeah, when he said sick, I thought like I knew you were talking about like a not good sick. I was like, oh well, it could have been translated a different way. And then you said ill, and I was like, that's even worse. Like nobody says ill unless you have like terminal cancer or like you're ill, dog. You're dope, dude.
Slang sucks.
Slang is stupid.
Slang is stupid. SIS.
Sis.
This is another one of those songs too where they use a lot of organ in here, but it's still subtle. Like it's always there, but it's just accents everything else, and I do like that about this song. But yeah, I agree with you. He's just fucking lazy on this one.
Lazy.
Brody, I don't care. You and Mike, man, it's so funny. Like, you and fucking Mike singing
that song is so fucking terrible. I don't even care.
I don't like the Distillers at all.
Are so fucking terrible.
They're bad. Yeah,
I can't even,
just bad.
Dude, I read this week too that when Tim met Brody, she was like 16 and he was like 30.
Yeah, I know, and she's Australian, I think, right?
Yeah,
yeah, and then I think she came here
for
like
him.
she
and then
yeah,
moved to LA
it's not
for
like she
him.
ran away from home. Yeah, some creepy ass shit, man.
And then the whole breakup thing, and like Tim found out because Rolling Stone posted a article which had a picture of Brody kissing Josh Homme from Queens of the Stone Age.
Yeah.
But then Brody says like, well, he's been mean to me for 3 years, and it took me 3 years to build the courage to leave him. I'm like, dude, you guys are all fucking stupid.
Have you read all that shit that's going on with Josh Homme and her?
Now?
Like the restraining orders? Yeah.
Oh, good Lord.
Because they divorced, and it's like everybody was on her side at first, and then more details were coming out. And it's like, well, Josh is actually in the right, and Josh ended up being able to get a restraining order for his kids against her current boyfriend now. Anyway, let's move on. Are we good with Way
We
on
only
My
got
Mind?
one song, dude. We're done.
Yeah,
We got one
DJ.
song.
I can't believe we went through
DJ.
every song. It starts out with the DJ, boom, dum 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 dum. That little bit of like slide on the guitar. It's great.
No, it's
man.
good.
Love it.
Again, we're starting here with like the chorus,
simple.
right? The little DJ thing, and then
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, the chorus is very, very catchy. The simplicity of the guitars, especially during the verses, is fantastic. Once again, Tim is killing it with just the simplicity, and I think he nails it from the musical standpoint. I don't know.
This song's
Don't
fine.
need
It's a low B
anyone.
for me. I think the chorus is
Don't
weak.
need
I think
you.
I don't know.
Watch
It's fine.
me now.
I think Travis's drumming in the chorus is solid. He's just writing
Yeah.
those closed hi-hats like so fast.
Busy though.
But he still has time to like leave one of the notes open, like right? Like that's cool. That's
Yeah.
always fun. Otherwise it's fine. The solo's great. It's just slow noodling over the scale. Easy peasy.
is.
Fine.
And
It's
then
fine.
and then they have the clean guitar playing underneath that little guitar leader solo. It's great. It's really, really good. And just the little thing of him just saying, "Watch me now," and then it goes back into that riff out of the chorus. Perfect. Love that
Dude,
shit.
these fucking lyrics though. These lyrics are trash. Like as a punker anthem, like for outcasts and people who don't belong, but then like talking about like
Yeah.
literally tattooing the
Literally.
word punks PUNX on your knuckles.
That's some like Good Charlotte shit.
Like,
That's something you would
wow,
read in their
dude.
lyrics.
Like, did you fucking just like? Is that a lyric in a song that you wrote? Really? As a grown ass adult? Okay. Op IV wasn't even that goofy. Like how have you gotten
No.
goofier?
Yeah. Nobody move. Nobody get hurt. They said, make one wrong move, man. You wake up dead.
So
That's
dumb.
the way he sings it though is very kind of
Like, dead.
like reggae-ish a little bit. Like I don't know.
Damn.
It's all
No,
dumb.
I get it.
It's all dumb.
It is all dumb. Like lyrically, this is not a lyric album. It's just fun. Here we go with the wrap ups, I guess. Right?
Wait, no. There's one other two lines that I'm just like skimming through the lyrics real quick.
Oh,
So the
boy.
first two lines of the second verse is Rob's verse. He says, "You got your ear to the street, then this bud's for
All this
you.
buds
You
for
got
you.
you got my name in your mouth, and the slugs for you.
So stupid.
Man, dude. Shotgun, fast lane on the highway to hell. Sherm sticks, tall cans, and the powder that sells."
Dude, tall cans
Man.
again.
Yeah. Fucking
I think,
so
I think this is
dumb.
the one too where he talks about I'm gonna hit that ass or something. Or what is that? I'm
I
gonna
think it is. I'm trying to
I'm
look. I'm
spank-
looking through it right now.
I'm gonna do.
Oh, yeah,
something
yeah.
to somebody's
I'm-
ass.
He says, "And you sit back and laugh. I'm going to grab something. I'm going to get in that ass. We came too far now. No way we'll get fucked. Want to drop me, got to kill me. Only way I'm going to stop." God, it's also the slang too. It's like it's just the, yeah.
Wanna
It's
drop
so
me,
stupid.
gotta kill me. The only way I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna get in that ass. Watch this, like mystical over here. Watch
Yeah, it
yourself. Shake ass.
That's a good song though.
That's a
Yes,
good
that's a good
fucking
one.
song. That's such a killer song.
Man, do you remember that one song? I think it was like 99, 2000. It might have been Mystical. I think it was Mystical. He did the song with The Rock, and it was essentially they just used a sample of The Rock where he says it doesn't matter, but they glitched it out at the end, so it's like it doesn't matter, and then the matter is like glitched out a little bit. Do you remember that? And then The Rock was actually in the music video.
I think you're thinking of. I think it was mystical. I do remember that. It was somebody else too.
I'm looking it up. Right. I just thought of it.
I feel like
Oh, it's
somebody
Wyclef.
else-
It's Wyclef.
Oh, it was mystical.
Yeah, it's Wyclef. But yeah, that was a weird song.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm totally off topic. here.
Anyway, 0-2.
Anyway,
We did it, dude. We did every single song.
Vince Scully.
We got
over here.
through it all. We're almost done with Tim Time Bomb season. With
Yeah,
the biggest,
almost done with this.
the biggest next.
My God, it's gonna be
My
a lot. All right, so let's give our final thoughts on this record. We'll rate it based off of our world famous 3-point rating system, and yeah. So what do you got? Go.
So there's like individually, there's so many things that are bad about this record. Their songwriting, lyrically, is just it's atrocious. The cover art is dumb. The music videos are fucking trash. Although I think with the cover art and the music videos, they keep that like blue tone to it. Like everything's kind of blue. I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
They did
I
that.
like that.
It's like consistency for consistency's sake. That's kind of cool. But everything else, it's just like, yeah, damn. There's so many dumb things about this band. But you're right. Like nobody sounds like this. Like the most ska hip hop thing we've even done on the pod is like Ozomatli, and that's nothing like this.
That was a tough record.
That was amazing, record. What the fuck?
Yeah, it was fine.
It
was fine.
Whatever. Nobody sounds like the Transplants. This is so unique. This is so different. That's why In a War Zone is good, but it's a little bit more grounded. This is bonkers, dude. This is so out there. This is them taking risks, taking chances, and then doing lyrics second. That's why the lyrics are so bad, I think, is because they know the sound that they want, but they're just not good at writing the lyrics yet. And that's fine. And that's fine. And that's fine. I think this is great. I can't give this a 3. I just can't. I just feel weird giving it a 3. So I'm not going to. I'm gonna do 2.8. I'm gonna do 2.8.
Okay. Not a 2.86.
You're right. In honor of Raul this week, I will do 2.86.
Okay. All right. My final thoughts. The nostalgia hits so hard with this one. I was obsessed with this record. I had a t-shirt. I loved it. I absolutely love this record. And yeah, you brought up the artwork, which we didn't talk about. I feel like the artwork matched the music perfectly. It was done by this guy named Mark Machado. So shout out to him. But yeah, this musically, there's some really cool stuff here. I love the simplicity of it. I like that Travis didn't church it up. He didn't have the chance to church it up. And I appreciate that. Because it would have changed it, and I feel like it would have changed it for the worse. Rob, one-dimensional but fantastic. Tim is Tim, obnoxious, great, equally obnoxious and great. I do really, really love that. I can't say it's a perfect record either because of the last 2 songs and because it's just goofy and stupid. So I can't give it a perfect either. I think the last time we did this on a Forgotten episode, I did give it a perfect 3, but I'm going to give it a 2.8. I'm going to give it a 2.8. Not a 2.86.
That's fair.
But a 2.8. Yeah.
You should honor Raul
it's really not
at least once in your life and give it a 2.86.
Okay, fine. I'll give this a 2.86 as well. So 2.86 for Transplants to Transplants. So yeah, do we have anything else on this one?
No, that's it.
All right. Well, thank you all for listening. Stay tuned. Tim Armstrong season's going strong. We're going to wrap it up with Rancid next week. Probably going to do the new record that just came out, but we'll see. We're going to listen to all the records anyway and rank them. So thank you all for listening. And that's it. That's all.
So I think, I don't know, when this came out, like Diamonds and Guns. Diamonds and Guns. Oh, it's so dumb too. I think Diamonds
do
and
that
Guns.
The whole episode.
I know, it's going to happen. Some of my friends are diamonds. Some of my friends are guns.
That is the dumbest joke ever.
It's fucking wild.
Oh, that is such a dumb joke.
I think it was Diamonds and Guns.
Especially Tim in this song, the way he shouts out different areas of that area, like, down Shattuck to Durant, up the hill. Like everything is just so extremely regional. And nobody knows what the fuck he's talking about.
He's like giving directions at some point. They take like fucking MLK to 14th Street and go down and turn left.
This is it. Up the hill to the steps, Sproul Plaza and Telegraph. You pass Channing, you pass Derby, you go to Ashby down to Adeline. Take MLK to 54th and go down to Genoa.
Oh my god!
Yeah, and follow
so
the BART
stupid.
tracks to Harmon Street.
Harmon Street. Like that. That's what he says. Like it has like an accent. The Harmon Street. Yeah, Harmon Street.
And that's what we're getting. He sounds really sick. Not like a cool sick, but like he sounds sick, like ill. Not a good ill, but how does sick and ill become a positive thing? God damn it.
Yeah, when he said sick, I thought like I knew you were talking about like a not good sick. I was like, oh well, it could have been translated a different way. And then you said ill, and I was like, that's even worse. Like nobody says ill unless you have like terminal cancer or like you're ill, dog. You're dope, dude.